Hello everyone, I'm Christopher Rogers, and this is the Amateur Fishing Project. As you can see, I'm headed out on a very foggy morning to do some early spring bass fishing. It is now the full moon phase in February, when historically the very big bass move shallow and begin their pre-spawn feeding. And it's a great time of the year here in Northeast Texas to get out and try to catch a trophy bass. Now, twice this past week, I was out on Lake Fork trying to do just that. And I did catch some quality fish, but I didn't catch that trophy fish that I was hoping to. I had the opportunity to go out there again today, but today is a Saturday, and I'm not exaggerating when I say there were literally 2,000 boats around the lake preparing to launch today. And as the day progresses, weather conditions are forecasted to deteriorate. It is supposed to get windy today. It's very calm right now, but later today the winds are supposed to kick up into the 20s with gusts into the 30s, and being out on a large reservoir like Lake Fork is going to get rough. So that's one of the reasons I've decided to come to a smaller reservoir today. That and the number of fishermen you're going to be competing with, or I would be competing with, for the same water that will be fishable today. So I've decided to come to a smaller local impoundment, and I'm the only boat that I've seen out here, so fishing pressure, at least to start off with, is going to be very light. I have my pick of places to start fishing, and so I realize that I'm not going to, or most likely not going to, catch that trophy bass like I would on Lake Fork, but that's not the only reason I get out to fish. I get out to fish to seek out the peace and tranquility that does not exist in my work life, to recharge my batteries so that I can go back and work and do what needs to be done so that I can again get out here and enjoy this. So I'm going to enjoy a lake today that I've fished plenty of times before. I'm on Lake Holbrook this morning, and what I'll be doing is sharing some of my springtime techniques with you to hopefully help you put a few more fish on the boat when you get to go fishing. And in the process, illustrate an example for you of how you don't have to go to these large, well-known reservoirs to get out on the water and catch some fish and have a good time doing so. So that's the whole storyline for this video, and I'm ready to get started. So let me move on up to the first spot I'll be fishing, and I'll pick this up when I get there. Well, as forecasted, it is raining, and so I'm just going to do what I planned on doing out here if it hadn't been raining, which is to cover some water, working the shoreline with a combination of a spinner bait and a 4-inch swim bait, both of them shad imitators, because this lake is filled with threadfin shad. And I hope to pick up a few pre-spawn bass just by covering water and presenting something that looks like their natural forage to them. The water temperature is not as warm as I had hoped. It's 50 degrees. It is supposed to be up close to 70 today, so I'm hoping that as the day progresses, the water will warm up and the bite will pick up as it does. So I'm going to get started casting and hopefully be able to share with each of you the techniques that I use to pick up a few fish. Uh-oh, there's a fish. I'll be darned. There's a fish. All right. All right, all right. Come here, buddy. You might save me from being skunked today. Yeah, come here. All right. There you go. Finally. Nice little Lake Holbrook bass. Okay, so as you can see, it's raining as forecasted out here. And I'm pulling this white spinnerbait in some muddy water over a grass bed. And I've been fishing, I don't know, 2 hours, moving around, just looking for some areas holding bass. This area historically for me is one that does hold bass, and you know, I get up here and sure enough I'm rewarded with this healthy little Lake Holbrook bass. So let me put this fish back in the water and we'll cast and see if we can't catch a couple more of these. Thank you for that, buddy. All right. Holy cow, there's a fish. I didn't even realize I had a fish. Oh, this ought to be fun. That's on a rattle trap. Oh, he hit the trap. He hit the Fire Tiger trap. Oh, he wants to throw that thing. That fish wants to throw that thing. I'm gonna net this fish because I don't want to get a handful of triple hook. There you go. All right, there's another little Lake Fork bass. Oh, wait, I'm not on Lake Fork. I'm on Lake Holbrook. There's another little Lake Holbrook bass. Ain't ever inhaled that rattle trap. I get the hooks out of this fish. All right, so I'm fishing in muddy conditions over the top of grass, and the water temperature is 50 degrees, and so I've been pulling that spinner bait to put some vibration in the water. But here in Texas, one of everyone's favorite springtime lures is a red rattle trap. And since I'm in these muddy conditions, I decided to use this Fire Tiger rattle trap. And this little Lake Holbrook bass, thought it would be a good idea to eat it, but maybe it wasn't. I appreciate it though. So let me go ahead and put you back in the lake. All right, buddy. Thank you for that. You sure look a lot like the last fish I caught, but I don't think you are. Anyway, I appreciate you sharing that with me, and you have a good day. All right, let's do that again. All right, so I'm running this Fire Tiger rattle trap on my spinning rod. I've just got a 7-foot medium action spinning rod. I've got my spinning reel strung with 20-pound braid, and then I've got a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader on the end of that. And then I'm just doing a classic rattle trap retrieve over grass where I do a reel, stop, reel, stop, reel, stop, retrieve, and then when I contact that grass, I'm ticking it. I'm ticking it off the top of the grass, just pulling it out of that grass as it comes in contact with it. And that's what that last bass liked, and so hopefully I'll be able to find a couple of more that like that as well. There you go, there's another one. There's another one on the rattle trap. I'll be darned. Okay, maybe they like the rattle trap today. Let's see. All right. I'm not landing these fish by hand because I don't want to stick my hand down there and get a handful of rattle trap. Well, I got you pretty good, didn't I, buddy? All right. Look at that. They're all about the same size. I don't think... You're not the same fish I keep catching over and over again, are you? I don't think you are. All these fish that I'm catching just seem to be the same size. All right, buddy. Thank you for that. Goodbye. All right, that's 2 bass in the last 3 or 4 casts on this Fire Tiger rattle trap, so maybe I found a pattern here that these fish are going to like today. Let me get this trap out of my net, and I'll keep fishing. Well, I just heard the first thunder of the day, so I'm done. I got to get off the water. All right, everyone. We had a pretty good little thunderstorm pass through the area that I wasn't expecting, and I didn't have time to make it back to the boat ramp, so I took shelter under this covered pier here, and actually sat in that bench swing there, and ate a sandwich and an apple while the thunderstorm passed through. And my weather app tells me that the thunder cells have now passed, so I feel it's safe to get back out on the water. The rain's supposed to stop here in the next 10 to 20 minutes, but I'm gonna pick that rattle trap back up and see if I can't catch a few more fish before I call it a day. It's only 2 in the afternoon, so I could fish 2.5 more hours, but I'm going to see what happens. Hopefully I'll be able to pick up a few more fish. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish in the rain. All right. Come here, buddy. Okay. All right. I sat out the storm. And I caught another bass there on the red rattle trap in the rain. Okay. All right. Okay. That's 4 total, 3 on the rattle trap. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. All right. Well, my weather app did say it was supposed to stop raining in 10 minutes, but obviously it's still raining, and I'm still catching fish on the red rattle trap in this muddy water. working it over a grass bed. I'm gonna keep doing more of the same, and hopefully I'll keep picking up fish. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. There's another fish on the rattle trap. There's another. That's a little nicer fish too. That's a little nicer fish there. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. All right. How about that? Number 5 on the rattle trap. Okay, I'd lost one, kind of got my spirits down. I came back and got this one. So that's, I don't know. That's a nice fish there. That's, so that's, I don't know, starting to lose count. That's 4 or 5 on the rattle trap here now. So switching to this lure here has really boosted my productivity today. But anyway, look at this pretty fish. Let's get this thing back in the water. All right, buddy. Thank you for that. All right, everyone, I'm still using this Fire Tiger rattle trap. This is a classic pattern in Texas. And I've been using this technique for years. In the springtime, just using this rattle trap over grass, using a stop and go retrieve, and then jerking it when I come into contact with the grass. And as I said, so far today I've caught 4 or 5 bass on this technique when I was struggling up to that point. There you go, there's a fish. I don't know how big it is, but there's a fish. Come here. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, that's a nice fish there. Let's see. That's a nice bass there. That's a good sized fish there. Yeah, that's my best of the day. All right, let's see if I can get a net on you. All right. Oh, yeah. There you go. All right. Okay. Let's get this hook out of your mouth here. Nice fish. Good size. Good weight to it. Okay. Another good fish. Another good fish on the red rattle trap. Using the same pattern. Hopefully what I'm sharing with you is going to help all of you put a few of these on the boat the next time you get to go fishing. Let me put this beautiful fish back in the lake so that maybe one of you can come back and catch this thing. All right. Best of the day so far. Thank you for that pretty fish. All right. There you go. There's another fish. Come on. Oh, he went way out there with it. Look at that fish run. Oh, that's a big fish too. That's a big fish. Look at that fish.
My goodness. Oh, that fish has some shoulders on it. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, fish like that'll make your day. That fish inhaled, I mean just flat out inhaled that rattle trap. My goodness. Oh, this fish has some weight on it. This is a nice fish. Come here, buddy. Oh, yeah. My goodness. Oh, yeah. Look at that rattle trap down that fish's gullet. And look at the size of that beast.
All right, let's get a weight on this pretty fish and get her back in the water. I did get the hook out of her without any complications. I've had her in the live well reviving. .53 pounds. Nice 6.5 pound bass. Beautiful, beautiful fish.
Look at that beast. Let's set this beautiful fish back in the water. All right. Look at that beautiful fish there. Oh, that thing is a beast.
I hope that one of you watching this video gets to come out here and catch this fish, because that was fun. Thank you, Beauty. Thank you for that.
All right.
All right, everyone. It's been a heck of a day. That 6.5 pound bass turned out to be my last fish of the day, and I'm perfectly all right with that. It was an amazing day. I had to make an emergency exit off the lake, as you saw, to keep from getting caught out in a lightning storm. But I sat it out underneath a covered pier, and once the storm had passed, I continued fishing and ended up having a heck of a day here on Lake Holbrook. Now, I admit, when this video started, my intention was to highlight fishing here on Lake Holbrook, which I hope I've done, but in the process, I ended up making a video highlighting how effective these red rattle traps can be over grass in the springtime, because today the water temperature never got over 51 degrees. I mean, this is cold water, and you saw firsthand how effective red rattle traps can be over grass, in muddy water, over grass, in cold temperatures. It's been a great day. I've had a heck of a time creating this video. I hope that all of you have learned a few things that will help you to catch some fish the next time you get out on the water. And I hope you've enjoyed watching this. If you have, please hit the like button for me, because hitting the like button is just a little something that you can do to help me continue sharing this with as many people as possible. And if you'd like to follow the Amateur Fishing Project, you can hit the subscribe button, and that way you won't miss out on any of the videos that I have upcoming. So until I have the opportunity to share this with you again, wherever you may be, stay safe and have fun.